I just saw a video on this and I was thinking, oh, there's gotta be such a simpler way to do this. And today I am here to show it to you. Welcome to the channel. My name is Pixelbeard. You can catch me on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, but it's Christmas, so I may be streaming a bit more. And today we're gonna do this effect that I just showed you using OBS or Streamlab OBS. MixItUp, which is a software bot, and your imagination. That's it. No fancy, complicated software that needs to be pre-scripted or anything. You could do it yourself, and I'll show you how. It's gonna take you a good 5 minutes. So let's switch over to my PC here. First step you're going to want to do is head over to my Discord to get the asset file. You don't absolutely need it, but if you don't know anything in CSS and HTML, that's going to make your life a lot easier. So you click on the link there, it's going to download. Then you can open that, take those files, and copy there somewhere safe. So I'll just create a new folder on the desktop, demo. Let's open that and paste them in it. In the README, there's also the complete instruction you can follow step by step, also a link to all my socials, and a link to download the MixItUp app. So go ahead on the MixItUp website, copy this link, and you're gonna click on the download button right up here, download installer. So I'll be doing a tutorial in the future on how to install and configure all this, but it's pretty straightforward. Just go in, follow the tutorial that they added in the latest version, and log in with your Twitch account, log in with your bot account if you have one, although it is optional, and then you'll be ready to follow along in MixItUp. Once you've opened MixItUp, it's a software bot. It's just like a bot you would use online, but it's residing on your computer. So it listens to chat. If you type command like !Yoda, it's gonna answer things. I have a bot account set up, which is called Baby Yoda Bot, and it just talks back to the viewers. Very simple. You've seen that a million times before. Now what this application lets you do, not only it's a chatbot, but it can control OBS, control IFFTTT, control external program. It listens to channel points reward. It does so much stuff. And it's very easy to get very excited, like I am. Today, that notification that you've seen is going to be triggered by a channel points, but first we need to create an action group. So go ahead and click on those little 3 bars there and go to action group. Now your action group folder should be empty unless you're a long-time MixItUp user. So you will click on new action group. Advanced command is the only option, and you will call that something like phone notification action. In command group, you can leave that blank, but they're like folders. I'll just leave that blank for now. You don't want to toggle any of those. The first one unlocks the command, so it will always run immediately, no matter what happens in your software. It's very dangerous to click that. If you do click this, you may encounter 2 things happening at the same time that conflict with each other on screen. It's not gonna look pretty, so leave that locked and run one randomly. We'll pick one of the action we'll make and run it randomly, but today we want all the action to run. You could populate that on your own, but I've made a file, so you can actually just import action file. So we'll go on my desktop, we'll go in demo, and we'll import action group that MixItUp. This will add an overlay, a weight, a sound, and another weight. Now this sound is probably not in the right spot on your computer, so go ahead and browse and go get your asset. Mine is on the desktop, the absolute worst place to put asset. And get this one is a iPhone ding notification. You could get a different sound, make it anything you want. I just like Apple product. Complain about it in the comments and we can all be friends anyway right after that. That would be it for the action group. There's gonna be timestamp in the description if you want to skip the explanation of the overlay. Just go ahead. You don't really need to know how it works, but if you want to know how it works, well, stick with me. Now in the overlay, we picked an HTML overlay and we're sending it to the default software overlay. Now at the top, we have our CSS that I made using CodePen, using a tutorial because I'm not that great in HTML and CSS. And at the very bottom, after the style tag is our HTML. And in the HTML, it just makes it pretty. If you understand CSS and HTML, you can go ahead and modify anything you want in there. But I want to focus you on those special identifier. I've put the day of the week, which is today's Monday, and space and $sign time. What this does is replace this $sign day of the week and $sign time with Monday and 3:52 p.m. Then we go down, and here we have the user avatar. This will pull the HTTP link of the user avatar of the user running the command. If it's me, it's going to be my nice little avatar that I had created by a friend. If it's someone else, it's going to be whatever they put up there. If it's nothing, it's going to be the default like colored circle with a avatar drawing in it. Then we have the username here, which is going to be replaced by the username of the person, and then all args. All args mean that if you use this action group anywhere in MixItUp and you send information like arguments to this command, it's going to get displayed there inside our bubble. Okay, I hope this wasn't too complicated. Now, percentage, this is where it's going to appear on screen, so you could go ahead and modify that if you want it to appear anywhere else, and you can even adjust the duration time and the animation that it's going to use to appear in and appear out. So if you want to preview the command, you just press play, and you see it's going to be a bit blank, pixel beard, and there's no message because I didn't actually trigger it. And that's about it. You can also, in sound, you can pick the default output device. I suggest leaving it in default and changing it inside MixItUp app. Long explication done. Let's click on save. And let's move to the channel points tab. Inside channel points, this could also be empty. If you're a new user, you're going to click on add command. Advanced command is the only option, and reward name. Now, very important, whatever you put there needs to be 100% the same on Twitch. Same capitalization. That means capital letter, lowercase, spaces, everything. I'm gonna call that Pixel Beard is awesome. Me. We go into action and we pick a command. We click on the plus button. The command type is going to be run a command. The type of command is going to be action group, and the command itself, you're going to go down and you're going to pick the one that you've created. So you just need to find it on the list, phone notification action, and then very important in the optional command argument, it's not optional in our case, we're going to type $message, message. If you want to know what those do, you can click on the question mark there, and then we can go into the channel points, and it's going to explain that $message, it's a optional message a user can supply when the reward is redeemed. So in our channel point reward, we're going to force user to pick a message, and that's going to be sent to the reward. Now, once this is done, you can actually do a test and click play, and it's triggering. You can type a test message. So this is a very long test message with bunch of and click play. And as you can see, all the text has been passed along with the information there. Select all of this and replace that with $message and save that. We're done in MixItUp. You can go ahead and minimize the app. The app needs to be running for this to function. That's the only requirement. Now, if you've never used MixItUp before, we'll need to add the browser source into OBS. And that's very simple. You click on the gear icon, you go into the overlay tab, and you pick your default overlay. You can create more than one if needed. And use this fancy copy button. Thanks for adding that, Savior and Tyron and everyone else working the project. Click on copy, go into OBS, a nice little OBS inception. So we click on plus, we click on browser. We call that MixItUp default. I'll put a 1 because I already have a MixItUp default. And in URL, you'll paste the link for your overlay, and the width is going to be the width of your canvas. So if you're 1080p, it's going to be 1920 by 1080. Click on OK, and that's it. Every overlay that you're going to push from MixItUp is going to get sent all the way to this overlay. I'm going to give you an example of something more advanced you can do. Give follower 40 bananas.
Baby Yoda, send all follower 40 bananas.
And except for the voice part, everything that you see here is ran by MixItUp. And I just gave all my followers bananas. If you come over and join me on Twitch and become a follower, you can get bananas and do all sorts of crazy things. This was it for me today. Hopefully you found this useful. Come and find me on my socials and let's have fun together because streaming is awesome. Peace out.